Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of the HermitPack. In today's episode, I want to work a bit on auto-crafting. I think we're actually getting pretty close to the wrapping up point on our HermitPack series. I was looking through the mod list tonight, and I think pretty much all the mods in the pack that I am interested in, we have explored pretty fully. We've done a lot this season. We have learned environmental tech. That's a mod I'd never used before. We dived farther into mechanism than I have ever been before. It's a mod that I'd used before, but certainly not to the point of setting up this reactor or any of the super processing or anything like that. Actually, additions we've learned. I mean, there's just so many things that we've done over the course of these last, I think this is episode 59 now, something like that, almost 60 episodes. And I think I'm just kind of at the point where I'm ready to call it good. There's just not really a whole lot left that I want to do, but I definitely do want to get auto crafting set up for Applied Energistics 2. I want to play around with that, see how that works in 1.10. I don't think it's really any different than it was in 1.7, but you never know. You never know. So that's what we're going to kind of do today. First, though, we need to automate something else, and that is let's just do this, applied. And that is the creation of these processors. I don't actually have any of those right now. I'm very, very low on some of these. If we look at processors, all I have is a bunch of calculation processors and 2 engineering processors, and that is it. I don't have any logic processors. I don't know how I'm doing. I do have a fair amount of printed silicon, but either way, we definitely want to get some of that up and going. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a couple of inscribers. Looks like I need to make some sticky pistons first. Let's just do that. There we go. And let's make 6 altogether. Let's see, 1 for each processor, and then probably 1 just for printed silicon is kind of what I'm thinking. And we're going to set that up. Where do we want to set this up? Maybe we'll set that up just kind of back here, back behind this wall, because I don't really want to do, yeah. Although, actually, this doesn't even require an RF, or this doesn't actually need any sort of anything. All I need is an RF signal. So maybe we'll actually set that up over here. Let's clear a little bit of space over here. Let's just give ourselves, let's see, if we're going to have 3 and 3, I think, oh, ghost blocks. I hate ghost blocks so much. There we go. Let's give ourselves about that much space. I think that'll be enough for what we need. And then let's go up maybe another 2 blocks or so. And that should be good. That should give us all the space we need, I would hope, at least. And there we go. All right. Now, clear inventory. Go away. There we go. Good. Do I have a wrench on me? I do. All right. So, actually, you know what? I do need probably 1 stack of blocks. And then I'm going to need some item conduits. I'm going to need some filters. And I'll need a few chests. Let's actually make a stack of iron chests, and then we'll turn some of those into diamond chests. There we go. That should be good. Okay, so I'm thinking we're going to have 1 row up here. And we'll just kind of separate them out. Let's see. I think actually I should have made this space a little bit bigger. And then I can separate them out like so. Yeah. Let's extend this just a tiny bit by 1 block. And then we can have basically 2 spaces between each of our inscribers. And the inscriber for the silicon presses, I'm not too worried about those, but we'll basically have a couple inscribers up here. Now, we want to rotate each of these once so that we can properly set these up. And we'll do that. And then I'm thinking we'll put... Oh, how do I want to do the chests? Am I going to have to go up here and... Yeah, I probably am. All right, tell you what, let me get some of this set up, and I'll come back to you in a minute. All right, guys, I am back. So we've got our presses. I'm going to set the silicon one aside, and I've got all of this lined up the way I want. So I think we will go calculation here, and logic here, engineering here. So gold, Certus, diamond, right? And I just want to double check. If I grab some gold ingots and I put this guy right there, we set that to insert, and we set that to extract always. That's not going to do much. Okay. So let's just change that to disabled. Whatever. Okay. So that's not going to happen. So this is something I should totally already know. Oh, duh, no, that is right. I'm just an idiot and forgot to give these things power. Dirt. Derp. Insert. Extract always. There we go. So this will have gold in it and so on and so forth. But we do need to get these things power. So let's grab a quantum entangloporter. And let's put that guy... Let's see. I'm thinking like right here. And then we'll grab some energy conduits. And let's hook these up like so. And then set this to power. And let's see. We want input, or no, we want output, all sides for energy. And items, we want input from all sides. Because I do, and there we go. Because we're going to send stuff back to the ME system once it's done processing. So now this, if we put our... Wait a minute. What happened to that other press? Did I not? Logic? Engineering? Oh, you know what? There we go. Okay, so that'll start processing stuff. Good. That's what we want. Now, we also want to make sure that once that's done... disabled. There we go. Once that's done, it goes into another set of inscribers to be turned into chips right away. So if we say insert and extract, that's going to go here. And then we need silicon and redstone. And let's just see if we can figure out how to wire this up. let's see, redstone needs to go there. Silicon needs to go there, and that'll work. But what side gets imported into what? If I put this... Oop. Go back, you. If I do this... Oh, and I need to rotate all of these, actually. There we go. Oh, that's not working. Maybe we should leave them like so? Diorite? What? How did that get diorite in it? Maybe I accidentally bumped it? That must have been what it is. Either way, this will be fine. Okay, so now we put you here. And let's just say extract always, change that to insert. And if I put redstone in here, does it end up in the middle? It does. Good. That's what we want. So then lastly, we need silicon to go in the bottom. So then this guy will have to move. And then it should basically be good, because we'll just have to change those to insert, insert, insert. This is not going to be fully automated. I am going to have to kind of do some of it myself, but I think it'll work. So that's all good. We'll put an item conduit here, here, and here. And we'll disable these little portions. I'll bring that out one more, like so. And then we'll put a diamond chest here. I'm going to need more item. I need more item conduits. Item conduits. There we go. And then we'll basically feed this guy back into the Tesseract. And I'm just going to say extract. Actually, let's just leave that to active with single for the minute, so that I can make sure that this is all working the way I want it to. We'll say always, always, and always. So it's going to get its redstone from these sides. So that means we need to do one of these guys. Go away. Go away. There we go. And this is redstone, we said. There we go. Actually, that one we do want. And we want to say insert. And then finally, no, that's not right. That's not right. I'm crazy. That one goes. We want to insert here. Insert. There we go. So this will be redstone, ultimately. And then we need you and you to go away and insert. So these will now start filling up with redstone. Let me just take the redstone out of here for a minute. All right, these are all getting redstone. Yep, good, good, good. Okay, and then we just need energy conduits to run back here behind these. Like so. There we go. So that should essentially do the trick. Excuse me. We said insert, insert, insert. And I'll say right here is where we'll put... Oh, come on. There we go. Extract always. So silicon will go here. And I think that will work now. If I grab a bunch of this stuff and put it away. And we grab a whole bunch of redstone. And a whole bunch of silicon. And I put all the redstone into this chest. All the silicon into this chest. That should work. Like, that should be good. And then all I need to do... Oh, but they still need to export from somewhere. Where can I export from? Because I'm importing... Oh, they should be exporting from here. And they're not. Okay. Alright, guys. I am back. I'm an idiot. This needed to be set to insert. But I got it all figured out now. I think we're good. So, if I put all of these up in here, put all of our redstone in here, put all of our silicon in here, and then essentially grab ourselves a whole mess of acceleration cards to speed these up a bit. Like so. And like so. And they go pretty quick with acceleration cards. It's pretty good. Ooh, but we need to make sure that it's all going in the right spot. And then basically we just need to supply it with the proper ores. So for example, up here we go gold. Gold ends up here as it should, gets exported, and it'll start making me stuff. And that's what we want. So let me get all of these set up with the acceleration cards, get them up for processing, and all that kind of good stuff. And then I'll come back to you. Alright guys, I am back, and I've got it all taken care of. It's all done. And we are getting all the different things. So over here we've got our logic processors. All I need to do basically is put as much as I want to process into these top chests, and the system will take care of the rest. I've also got silicon in here being processed into pressed silicon, right? Printed silicon, same thing. Either way, it's that's doing its thing as well. So this is working. We got a bunch of silicon. We actually have a ton of silicon in our ME system. Like, I had 106,000 or something like that. So we've got plenty. I'm not overly concerned about, like, running out of it or anything along those lines. Fly. Don't stop falling, self. So let's just put all of that in there. We'll let that process do its thing. And then basically this one actually outputs directly to my silicon chest. So it works. It gets the job done. I don't think I'm actually going to have enough printed silicon in there just by itself. So I might grab a fair amount more of it and put this extra stuff away. Because I can't think of anything else that I'm going to need to use these for, so might as well keep them in the chest. But then it's ultimately all outputting to this chest, and we can very easily say insert JK extract always, and that should start sending the stuff into our ME system. So we should start seeing, yep, logic processors and other stuff like that come through, which is what we want. And the Ender IO, even the basic cables without any upgrades or anything, are going to be fast enough to keep up with this, because it's not an exceptionally fast operation. Why are we getting a backlog? Oh, I think we already had a little bit of a backlog there. Yeah. So it's all good. It's working. And it's giving us all the processors that we're going to be needing, which is good. I think we'll have enough when this is all said and done, because what we're going to need to get into is applied. we're going to have to get into auto crafting. We're going to need some of these like 4K crafting. These are basically CPUs, essentially. That's what these things are. So we're going to need those. We're going to need all sorts of crazy stuff. And some of it's kind of expensive. So it's definitely going to be good to have. Oh, also, before I forget, I want to mention one quick thing. Last episode, I said something along the lines of mechanism, these machines not being able to do energy and input on the same side. That is incorrect. I misspoke. I was wrong. You can't input and output items from the same side, but you can do both an input and energy on the same side or an output and energy on the same side. You just can't do both an input and output of items on the same side with mechanism, which makes sense. So I wanted to correct that real quick because that was just flat out wrong. But this actually took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to, and it's not much to look at, but it'll get the job done. It'll get us what we need. It'll get us up and rolling with the necessary supplies for our auto crafting. But I think the auto crafting is going to have to wait for next episode, guys, because I'm out of time for this one. So my friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.